So what we found is oftentimes people talk about change or managing change. What they don't talk about is the organization's reaction to change. And so what I want to walk you through is a 3-step model that we have learned and seen in organizations time and time again. So that model looks like this. The first phase is a wait and see. Now this is the folks in your organization that maybe a new leader's come in, maybe there's a new change, something's occurred, and they're going to sit and wait. They're going to wait until they have figured out that this change is actually going to take place. And then the next phase, hopefully if the change is done correctly, you're going to have what I refer to as constructive friction. There's going to be tension in the organization, and that friction hopefully is constructive. And then we get to the change state. And what happens is friction over time will begin to build until it gets to what we refer to as critical mass, or 30% of the organization understanding what is going on and why. And then you'll see that friction start to dissipate. Now it's not going to go back to where it was, because if you're successful in making some sort of change, whether it's relatively small or whether it's relatively large, the organization is going to continue to change. Here's what most managers don't like to see, is that productivity over that same period of time will start to fall off. And then once we get to critical mass, it'll bottom out, and then it will begin to improve. So why does this happen? Well, things like, Sally, I used to go to Sally to get some information. Now I can't go to Sally. Sally doesn't have that role. So there's uncertainty, and the training is needed. So this period right here, between the time that the friction starts and the productivity falls off, and that critical mass, it's going to look like and feel like the organization's falling apart. Why does it look like that? It's because there is change taking place and people are uncertain about what's going on. A lot of water cooler conversations, a lot of uncertainty. Maybe I'm successful today, and maybe I'm not going to be successful tomorrow. And how do you minimize the drop in productivity and the rise in friction? And that is through effective communication, and then the other is through training. And what we found is when we manage and we set up a project and we run projects this way, we understand that this is going to happen, and we help our leaders manage through this change. So next time that you're looking to do some sort of change in your organization, keep in mind that this will happen, and we can help you, or we can show you how to manage through this.